Do you ever feel like your life has turned into something you never intended?
I'm worried about you. Were you sleeping? You scared me the last time we talked.
It's a stylish psychological thriller, and that's no surprise when the man behind Nocturnal Animals is fashion designer turned director Tom Ford. Based on the 1993 novel Tony and Susan by Austin Wright, he casts Amy Adams as a successful art dealer whose life is impacted when reading a novel sent to her by her ex-husband. Now, so most directors, it's a challenge just to finish one singular film, but this is a movie in a movie. Was that you testing yourself?
Oh, I'm somebody who likes to try to jump through flaming hoops. That excites me to see if I can achieve something or do something. But the stories are so intertwined that, in a sense, it is all one story. They feed each other.
Did you love him? I did something horrible to him.
I loved the themes that Tom was exploring, and it was something that resonated at that time and continues to resonate with me. So in that way, I really wanted to be a part of it.
He'll never find out.
Nocturnal Animals follows the success of Tom Ford's debut film, A Single Man, starring Colin Firth. While cementing his directing career, he's continued to manage his billion-dollar fashion business. No, but you are, I don't know if you see it as fortunate or blessed or lucky that you have mastered two very different worlds. Do they serve you a different purpose for you in your life?
They do, absolutely. I am a commercial fashion designer. I have never pretended to be an artist as a fashion designer. It is an artistic endeavor. I enjoy it. It's very quick. It moves very fast. As a filmmaker, it takes, well, this time took me 7 years to make another film, hopefully, let's say 3. But if you're a director, it does take you that long to develop a project, set it up, get the script right, cast it, blah, blah, blah. I am somebody who likes to do things quickly. I love that I can jump to another world and do something that's fast and that's not disposable, but that moves at a quicker pace. So I love having both of those things to do.
He is an amazing that designer.
Yes.
Were you mindful of the fact that he, as a designer, he has a very different eye and he makes you look so beautiful? But do you come with because you think, oh my God, I'm doing Tom Ford, what do I wear?
I don't know if Tom knows this, but the day that we took the meeting, I think like we both became available kind of last minute, and I had been, I don't know, working out, running around something where I'm sure you've seen me in my mom mode where it's...
You were wearing very high heels.
Well, because what happened was I immediately called my stylist and I'm like, okay, so I have this meeting with Tom Ford in like 2 hours and nothing of mine that is appropriate is dry cleaned or ironed, and she's like, come on in. So I went in and we picked out something.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
I can understand that paranoia.
Kind of did like what I thought was like a fashion bun and walked in like I lived like that. And but what I did, you hear this a lot from people, but it's only because he presents himself in such a beautiful way that I think people can't help but sort of pick themselves apart when they're going to meet him. But when I sat down with him, he immediately became my director.
And you spent 7 months editing this in London.
Mm-hmm.
What's your relationship, both of you, with London? How do you pursue? Obviously, you have a house. Do you have a house still
I
here?
have a house here. I have an office here. I've spent a good deal of my life here for the last 18 years. My son has gone to school here for a while. He has a very strong English accent, which he's rapidly losing because he's going to school in the States right now. So yeah, I love London.
Inspires you. Do you have time to spend here for it to have an impact on you?
Absolutely. I've shot in London now 3 times. We just finished Justice League. I got to live in London for a month. It's really wonderful with my daughter. Even this trip, she's like, oh, you're going to London without me? I'm so jealous. Like, she loves London. And I think there's just such an innate sort of cultural relationship and a relationship with the arts that you know, in Los Angeles, it's
We've
definitely...
lost a bit in America.
Yeah, and you guys have a much longer history of patronage, and she definitely benefits from that. She loves she always wants to go to the museums. That's her favorite part of coming to London, is the National Gallery.
And would you contemplate doing theatre here?
I would. It's very intimidating to do theatre in London. Do you know what I mean? I think I have so much respect for theatre actors and for people who've trained appropriately. I trained in musical theatre, so maybe I come back with a musical to sort of wet my feet a little bit.
Prepare for style and suspense when the film hits the big screen on November the 4th. Brenda, Emmanus, BBC London News.